Murder comment. Oh, hey, I'm glad you're here. And if you're here, you must be interested in Dungeons and Dragons. Furthermore, I bet you're interested in Dungeons and Dragons in space, because that's exactly what we're going to do here is play Dungeons and Dragons in space, near space, around space, the whole nine. And if you're into that sort of stuff, go ahead and like, subscribe, let us know what you think in the comments, and watch this stuff. Welcome back to another session of the Astral Avenue. We are here with our wonderful players, including a couple of new guys, Steven and Brian. If everyone wants to say hey or whatever.
Hi, everybody.
Howdy.
Hi, everybody.
Hey or whatever.
And Steven and Brian. Don't mean to splash this on you abruptly. The world wants to know, if you were a potato and you had to be cooked or served or prepared or lack of prepared, what kind of potato would you be? And why?
I mean, I'll take it first. It hasn't changed from the first time you asked me. I'm an outlaw potato.
What is that? Please explain.
It is a pretty much a baked potato, just piled high as you can go with different toppings. Pulled pork, cheese, sauce, beans, just whatever you can do. It's usually the size of a plate.
Look it up. It is.
That sounds great.
They are gigantic.
I will look that up.
I want to eat that now. Good job.
Oh yeah.
French fried, because everybody likes French fries.
That is a fair and classic answer, because everyone does love French fries.
That's why I can't be a French fry.
And the people who don't, they're lying, or there's something very wrong with them.
That's probably true. I don't know that anyone doesn't like a French fry, or even if they say they do, they're still gonna eat them. Like if there's French fries lying around and they're free, they're gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, if there's a plate of fries for the table, like, what kind of sociopath does not eat at least a few French fries?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
That's fair.
I'm nothing like that, but...
Fair enough. Well, now with our potato questions out of the way.
Hold on, I'm looking for outlaw potatoes near me.
Well, you can find one to Uber Eats while we get into this thing. With the same way we start every session, with a little bit of a recap. And we're going to hop into it. So, last time, along the way, back to the ASMR, our characters, don't know if I can call them heroes, did speak to some kids, learned about an unsafe game that they like to play, but did arrive back at school. You headed to the office of Joka, where you told him of the events that transpired, which didn't seem to faze him too much, but was glad the kids were okay. Getting the assistance of Captain Alvarez to fix your ship, you'll be out of the ASMR in 10 days. So, spent your time researching, practicing, experimenting. The time passed pretty quickly. Wanting to get back to the belt since apparently some bad things going on over there. Getting there with your ship intact this time, Donna did witness an oddity among the asteroids. One was drifting towards the planet, a large one. But you arrived at the belt, the kind of a settlement there proper, seeing a familiar ship, at least to Tobias and Oblate. Seemed to have seen better days itself. Heading over there, you met Ember, Tobias's Tressum, winged cat, and Captain Nandor Niedre, the Unbending. Inquiring how things transpired on this end. He told you he had a run-in with the Blowback Boys, as well as a plague brought on by refugees, causing chrysalung to spread throughout the settlement. Said he had a meeting with Joe Shaw the following day to discuss things. The entirety of the fleet of Spelljammers in the area went after the Blowback Boys and furloughed Jepson, who had apparently retreated to Dorish Prime. Doing some light shopping, Oblate got a fancy jacket, and supplies were gained for the ship. You all headed back, finding Nandor wandering your new vessel, seemingly impressed by the structure. Shortly after he left, a knock came on the ship's door. It was a hairfolk guarding another Mercane. This one seemed more business-oriented than Joka, and a little bit younger. This one was Josha. He said he had a favor to ask of the remaining ship in the belt. That was you guys. To which he would like to discuss further in the morning, should you be up for it. He also inquired about the doctor's healing capabilities, as well as survivability. Inquiring if Donna would be interested in staying on to help those out here dealing with the chrysalung epidemic. She was immune to the biological disease. Reluctantly, she did agree, but it would mean her staying with the hairfolk here on the Euclidean belt for some time. And that evening, you had a last night with Donna, as she left her snow globe in front of the helm of the ship. And we're going to pick up in the morning. When you awaken, Donna's already gone. With the silent goodbye, at least for now. What are the three of you guys doing?
Captain said he was going to meet us here, right?
Is that what he said? I don't remember.
I don't remember it either. I just know we have that meeting, but
Yeah, pretty sure Captain needs a ride over. He doesn't strike me as someone who's going to row over. I'm going to open the door, see if the captain's waiting outside.
yeah.
As you open the door, 100%. He is sitting outside of your vessel with a bottle of half-drunk wine between his legs. Oh, hello.
Hey, Captain.
Morning, Captain.
Good, and just kind of nods.
Yeah.
You ready for this meeting, Captain?
Stumbles up, gives a bow to at least seeing that Dr. Jellybean is present. Gives a kind of half bow as he kind of holds himself together. This is... kind of holds his head for a moment. How do I say? Yes. We are ready. Crisp as a morning apple.
I'm gonna say, Captain, are you in need of medical assistance?
Oh, no.
Are you having a stroke?
No. I have just been waiting for you all to open the door. I found myself out here.
You could have knocked.
Oh. I didn't want to intrude. I know that Ember was, well, not on the ship, so I figured she was here. I figured I might as well wait. And, well, here I am, waiting.
We didn't mean to make you wait, Captain. Come on aboard.
And he kind of holds up a finger for a moment before he kind of like holds his hand to his mouth for a moment. Yes, the meeting. Quite important, no?
Yes. Are we taking our ship or are we rowing over?
Do you have a float boat on this little vessel?
No, but they keep one over there. That goblin.
I don't see the point when you have such a magnificent Ship? No?
I don't either. No, I would much rather take the ship.
He kind of stumbles on board, looking everything around. Different light. Giving a nod.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know what? You look like you could use a glass of water. You want a glass of water?
Maybe a bucket as well.
Yeah,
The
maybe.
glass of water would be fantastic. I would not drink the
Okay.
water around here, though. It's a crystal, you know. I've got my own bottles.
Oh,
We got water out. This water's fine. You're gonna love it. It's delicious. Okay. Here you go.
I'll take your cup of water.
I'm like, 1 second. Ember, can you check the water for me? As I follow around the cat flying around.
She's actually not around.
Wait, where are you, girl?
If you look around first, she is sitting in the spell jamming room, the helm.
Hey, girl, can you come check the water and food for me?
Meow. Meow. Kind of does the like cat stretch on the chair of the spell jamming helm.
I go pet her.
She
Good girl.
accepts and like nuzzles into you a little bit before kind of lazily flapping her wings over to the water. Sniffs it a little. Meow. Just tiredly and lazily goes back over to the chair.
Okay, it's good to go.
Was that good? That's a good sign. Okay.
Yeah, she gives a hiss usually bad.
Okay.
Okay.
See, like I told you, it's delicious. You're gonna love it.
And he's already like guzzling it. Yes.
All right.
Meeting.
Yes.
If you don't mind,
course.
I might let you, Oblate and Tobias to take care of the speaking. Unless you need advice, I'm here behind you.
Oh, all I is ask for advice, but I like to talk, Captain.
You do like to talk, Tobias.
We know it.
Mm-hmm.
Gives a light smile at that.
All right. Well, Doctor, do you want to man the helm, and Tobias and I can work the wings up top?
Okie doke. I'll go sit in the helm.
All right, Tobias, you ready to go up?
Yeah, let's go up.
As you go to the helm, you get a meow from Ember as she's kind of nuzzled into the chair. Meow.
Oh, pardon me. Ember, is it?
Yeah.
Do you fly? You fly ships?
Wow.
Or you
Wow.
like? I guess I could cast speak with animals. I guess that would help, wouldn't it? I'll do that. I can do it 3 times a day. I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, can you say that again? What did you say?
Oh. You speak.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fascinating.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
We haven't been. Hi, I'm Dr. Jellybean. We haven't been introduced.
So wonderful. You can understand me?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, that's great.
So you're sitting here. Do you fly the ship or what?
Oh. I can try.
No. If you don't, I know how to do it.
Where
I
are we
just didn't. I
going?
didn't want. We're going over that way. We got a meeting with the guy.
I did feel a little zap when I was sitting in it earlier.
Well, yeah, that's probably because of the magic and all. No.
I could tell. It's
I
warm.
mean, if you like the chair, you can sit. You could sit in my lap while I sit in the chair.
Oh.
I don't want to cause it. I don't want to step on your toes or nothing.
Okay.
All right.
Sure. I'll probably step on yours though.
Okay. You know, while we're talking, is there anything you want me to tell Tobias about anything? Any messages you want me to pass along?
I don't know why, but he keeps calling me Ember.
Oh yeah, well, because that's your name. Yeah? No?
Well, it didn't used to be, but it's been so long, it might as well be my name now.
Oh, what is your name then? Your real name?
It's been so long, I've actually forgotten.
Huh. So Ember it is.
Steven, I don't actually remember what her name was. I know it wasn't Ember.
It wasn't Ember.
You don't remember, so it's Ember.
Mm-hmm. Remember.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything to tell him. He's been fair. He always feeds me.
That's good. He doesn't kick you or nothing, does he? Hit you?
No.
Okay, good. Just checking. I don't know.
I wouldn't stick around for that.
I would hope not. Not a sensible creature such as yourself.
Maybe tell him Nandor's lonely.
Oh, yeah, he seemed... something's going on with him, yeah. He's having a moment.
Always requests that I sleep in his bed. He doesn't... He seems lonely.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll pass that along. Do you mind if I sit in the chair, though, so we can get this party started here?
She kind of flaps her wings up a little bit, so she hovers.
Okay.
The rest of you are kind of... Nandor is just below deck, as Oblate and Tobias are up top. You can easily make your way over to the tower there, as that is the Crystal Crossings accommodations. They do have a little dock of their own.
Well, whose ship is that?
That's not a ship. That's not really there.
Oh.
But they do have their own dock there. That you can easily just go from the salvage yard to there in a matter of like a minute. But as you arrive, you would see a couple of hairfolk stationed outside on the dock, dressed in kind of like padded armor of sorts, but a little more presentable. Give a look up. Alright, this cupcake.
Yeah, this is the cupcake.
Great. Okay. Well, come on down. Josha's waiting.
Of course, we don't want to keep him waiting. And I'll do a somersault off the ship.
I'm gonna turn behind me, or wherever I'm walking off the helm. I'm gonna be like, all right, Donna, come on. Oh. Never mind.
Yeah.
The robot's doing other things.
And Nandor's... Oh, yes, I saw her leaving your ship early in the morning. I don't think she liked me.
I'm outside. I can't respond.
No, he's following outside too. He's
Look down at my feet.
Donna didn't really like me at first either.
Oh, so maybe she will warm up to me.
Definitely. Who doesn't like you, Captain?
He gives a good smile. I do not know. I believe I am the most, likable. At least among the Chiron Sword, eh?
I would agree with that completely, Captain. Saved my life.
Nod of his head as his face gets a little pale. And the hair folk there, but... Alright, y'all, come with us. We're meeting down the cabin down here, so... I'm not going to the tower.
Oh, man.
Yeah. We don't get to see the tower, buddy.
But kind of like this elaborate walkway through this garden that has started to grow here leads you past looks to be a barrack type building. You can even see like a little shooting range nearby, and leading you up one of the stairs to, it looks to be a very quaint but very well built cabin with kind of like crystal blue windows and a grand double door with same kind of crystal blue within it. Hairfolk kind of leads you in, and you can see a large room with, looks to be a large like wooden kind of sorts, just kind of like a luxurious cabin, like a vacation home almost. But it just looks to be one large room with like maybe like a small eating area, like a breakfast nook in the corner, but a large table in the space, as well as several chairs set up. And you would see the tall form of Josha there, as he kind of stands upon you entering, dressed in his business attire. Big, like 10, 11 foot tall, blue skin, almost exactly as you saw him the day before, just slightly different outfit. You would also see two hairfolk either side of him already standing, and here is where you will also see Stephen and Brian's character. If it'd probably be, I don't know, where are you guys in this room at the moment, and what do you look like?
So this is a tavern, right? Or is that correct?
This is kind of like a
like
meeting room.
Sure, that's mine. So, is there any assigned seating or anything?
There is not. You guys showed up first, so you can sit where you'd like. It's kind of like a big round table with lighting all around, like blue lights and white lights of like candles and stuff.
So Ethel is sitting 4 chairs away from wherever Josha would be sitting.
Okay.
He's all straight backed, like perfect posture sit. He's in his armor, and you can see if you're around behind him, you can see these little mechanical wings, like almost like a lapel size, that are on his back. And he's just in this like overly polished, like goldish armor, and he's got these bright, like silverish eyes and dark hair. And he looks over when they all come in, gives them a nod, and then he goes back to basically sitting the way he was.
Like, what is that?
Very good.
Very shiny.
But he looks mostly human-esque.
Yes.
Oh, wait, what is that?
I don't think it's a robot, but looks pretty sweet.
And Steven, where are you in here, and what do you look like?
I guess I'd be sitting close to Josha,
Okay.
and you would see him just break his concentration on eating, where he has kind of food all over his beak, as he is a about 3.5 foot doer. He is wearing a mix between like a marching band and a matador outfit that kind of only goes like halfway down his kind of portly-ish body. But your attention would be drawn to his fabulous, long, curly, flowing hair that might have some food in it.
Oh, hello, my friends. I'm sorry, I was eating here. My name is Luis. Pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Luis.
Oh, hi, Luis. That actually looks very delicious.
How do you do?
It is quite good. Would you like some?
Oh, no, no, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, though.
You can see there's platters out, like kind of like a little, not buffet style, but like as one would have in a meeting, little like canapes and other actual like foodstuffs because it is breakfast time.
I'm gonna eat.
I'm gonna look around for any like pastries or cupcakes or donuts.
There would be pastries and like croissants and probably no donuts, but more of the refined sort of foods here.
Yeah, I just get a big pile of the pastries.
I get a good sized plate and sit right next to Josha.
Hair folk just like, yeah, y'all sit wherever you want. Joe Shaw, you good? And as he's still standing, gives a nod. Yes, I believe we are. Everyone is accounted for. Captain Nandor, was this the crew? You said you had... yes, this was the crew's... maybe miscommunication. My crew is not available anymore. But these will suffice, no? And he kind of... Yes, that will be fine. Please, have a seat.
With my full plate of food, I bow to him and sit across from Luis. I'm like, come on, buddy. We're supposed to do the talking.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, I'm Tobias Twofoot. This is my associate Oblate. And this is Dr. Jellybean. She's a doctor without borders.
Yes, hello, I'm a doctor. Nice to meet you.
As you say a doctor without borders, a kind of twinge in Joe Shaw's eye comes in. Like a realization.
I am Aethel Titulus. Pleasure to meet you.
Aethel?
Mm-hmm.
Aethel.
Hi, Aethel. How are you? Your
Nice to meet
office
you, Ethel.
You're real shiny over there. I like it.
Try to keep myself clean.
The Captain Nandor, this elven gentleman, very suave looking for the most part, very also hungover looking at the moment. Beautiful beard and mustache. Somehow his hair is perfectly groomed even though he looks slightly disheveled otherwise. Gives a bow before looking at the food and holding his mouth a little bit. Excuse me, Captain Nandor Nedre, the unbending, almost goes in for a half bow, but kind of struggles to do so. But still gives a debonair kind of smile.
We should describe ourselves, I suppose. I'm a little short halfling, 2 foot.
Yeah,
tall.
Yeah, if you guys want to describe yourself.
Yeah, dressed very much in like desert clothing, very like linen and things like that. Colorful, reds and greens and oranges. Lots of weapons on them, all over the place. Daggers, scimitar, bow, short sword.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm a human, fairly tallish, I guess, about 6 foot tall. I've got this really awesome looking jacket on. I just traded for a sweet duster. There is my hands and feet are wrapped with wrappings as well as around my chest. So I don't have a shirt on underneath the jacket, but there is a wrapping on my chest area as well. Yeah, I don't think I have my weapons on with me, but I usually carry around a bident, and I would have a pistol on my hip.
Okay.
And I'm Dr. Jellybean. I'm a little hamster person. I'm maybe 2.5, 3 feet tall. I've got glasses. I've got lab coat on. I've got a little red handkerchief. And you'll see me. I'll have like a tablet. Like an iPad, but it's not an iPad.
It's a kiwi.
But I call it a kiwi. I'll have a stylus, and I might, kind of look at my stuff, make some notes. Got gloves on, and I'm kind of like a brownish orangey type of hamster color. Yeah.
Okay.
And definitely you guys have never seen a hamster person before. That is very unusual. And Louise would probably remind you guys of the other
Dewey in the scoop.
Dewey.
Oh, he's one of the penguin people?
He's a Dowar, yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
I want to ask him. I'm gonna be like, do you know Dewey?
Dewey in the Scoops.
Of course.
I may have heard of him.
Oh.
Did you guess his autograph?
Well, you should be asking for my autograph. I am just as famous as Dewey, if not more famous.
Oh, you play really sick beats during fights?
Oh, the sickest of the beats, from the flute to the lute to the lyre. I do all of it.
Oh, we got
man.
him on Dewey. But better.
Much
I grab
better.
I grab an Oblade's jacket. We have battle music.
I know. It's going to be awesome.
I love how that's what you guys are concerned about. We have our own battle music.
The music.
Our own theme song.
Perhaps I could look into creating a battle ballad for you folks. Perhaps.
Battle ballad.
You just see Tobias just nodding.
Joe Shaw.
Still wiping food from my beak.
Joe Shaw will kind of interrupt a little bit. Yes,
yes.
If you don't mind, introductions are wonderful. Louise was highly recommended. Also in town. Aethel came highly recommended as well to help with this endeavor. Seemingly skilled and, well, as you know, there is one of the asteroids is slowly hurtling its way towards Dorsch 2. And while we've tried to divert it with means of our own, it would seem that it would remain back on course, whatever that may entail. Crystal growths are on it. I don't know what that means, and I fear for the people of Dorsch too. They are used to smaller asteroids from time to time, but a bigger one could be cataclysmic, especially if it contains remnants of crystalline, or at least a catalyst.
Oh, air bubble. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yosha, if you don't mind me asking, what means have been used so far to try to divert it, so we have a better understanding of
We have tried
what
to
we
use
need to do?
magic from afar. I have sent some smaller vessels out to fire weaponry and the like to divert its path, but it seemed to stay the course, or at least move back onto course.
Oh. Has there been any research as to why this happened in the first place?
We believe it is the work of Burlo Jepson, one of his last hurrahs before he escaped to Dorsch Prime, which the fleet is after.
That's slimy
Right.
bastard.
Right, of course.
Indeed. So, we would task you with trying to find whatever is driving this asteroid, soon to be comet. Or rather, what is it called when they fall? And he kind of thinks for a moment. Does not matter the semantics and the words.
It's a meteor.
Yes.
Or a meteorite if it's too small.
Yeah.
They're used to smaller meteorites. A meteor of this size would, as I said, be devastating. We think there is
How much-
some internal mechanism or something driving.
Assigned.
How
Makes
long do you
sense.
think we have until it's supposed to make contact?
2 days. Well, about a day and a half now. I have
That's not
sent
very long.
some teams ahead in smaller float boats, but they have not returned.
I'm gonna start making calculations on my tablet.
Make sure
What
you,
I-
make
what
sure you
I'm
get the
calculating-
curvature right.
I don't know, but Dr. Jellybean knows what she's doing. I don't know.
The y-axis, x-axis, and the z-axis. 3 dimensions.
Yeah, you got your, you know, sine and cosine.
Don't
Your
forget about the
tangents.
tangent.
Yeah, you know.
You need me to assign something.
Like the one that we're on.
No, this science words. It's okay. Don't worry
Oh,
about it.
She does science. Oblate does science too. And
The
at
fun
that,
science.
I'm gonna run all the way back to Captain Nandor, who's at the back. How much should we get paid for this job, Captain?
I think he is going to say here shortly, we should probably stay seated during meetings.
All right, I run back up and sit
Sure.
right next to Joshua.
And Joshua kind of like watching Tobias run back to his seat. Yes.
And I look all attentive. Yes.
You all have certain skills. I need this taken care of quickly. Whatever the cost, I'd be willing to... kind of looks to Nandor. Nandor gives a nod. Reward you handsomely. I believe I have already spoken in private to Louise and Aethel for their own rewards. You 3 coming with the crew by Nandor. I have spoken briefly to him about the reward, but we will speak further on your behalf. But I assure you, it will be rewarding. As the Crystal Crossings, you will have the full backing of. And that is nothing to take lightly.
Sounds good. We should go save people's lives then.
Gives a light
That's
smile
right.
at that.
Approximately how far away is this asteroid?
It has only barely left the belt. So it should be, as I said, about a day and a half. It is moving slower than anticipated. I am sure once it breaks atmosphere, it will move much quicker. So you should be able to reach it in just about an hour or two's time.
Okay.
I'm ready. This sounds great.
Nandor kind of... Yes, we did speak briefly about the payment. About having the backing of the Crystal Crossings. As well as the kerfluffle with the payment of fixing my ship. And then we could join the fleet to chase after this furlough. But that will be another time. I, of course, will not be joining you on this adventure. I have things to take care of. So,
Of course, Captain.
yes, I trust that our ship will be in good hands, and you will escort Louise and Aethel to the asteroid proper and root out this device or driving force, something of that nature.
We're going to use science, Captain. Don't worry.
Didn't it seem like he really had other things that he had to do?
Give me an insight check.
Finish that wine.
No.
This guy.
Yeah.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, he's definitely got shit to do.
He's a captain. He is very busy.
He's very busy.
He's a very busy man.
You know, he's got a broken ship. But yeah.
Well, we should be on our way. Joshua, thank you very much for breakfast.
Of course. Feel free to take whatever you need with you, and
I take a big armful.
do wish
Yeah, as soon
you-
as he says that, I'm shoving pastries in my bag.
Luis is doing the same.
I'm just gonna take an apple. A
Hill's
healthy
going,
choice.
yeah, like Hill's going to take one piece of food that he can walk away with.
Yeah. What can I carry in
Nice
this one
walk with.
hand? One thing. Well.
Oh wait, does Aethel only have one hand, or is there
no,
something on the
no,
other hand?
no, but like, it's not being greedy.
Ah.
But Josha will thank you. You of course have my thanks if you succeed.
Don't worry about it. We got this.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try our best.
We got this.
I will have our victory fanfare ready upon our return.
I look forward to it. Hopefully the twin distillery will get fixed up soon enough, then you can play a full show.
Would be sweet.
Now, kind of gestures towards the door, and Captain Nando will be like, "If you don't mind, I have some more things to say to you, Josha. If I can stick around? No? That will be fine. But please, make haste."
Right. Saving lives.
Looking towards the
And
rest of you, and stands up, and gives a deep bow.
I give
I'll
a deep
stand
bow
up and give a
returning,
bow as well.
holding all my food, trying to make sure I don't drop any.
I do have the bow where I just like fold in half and like look between my legs.
Aethel returns the bow at the exact same degree that he does.
And Luis takes a very extravagant, flamboyant bow.
Like a flaring, like, get the cape out, like...
He does flip the cape backwards as he goes.
Fair
You're
enough.
really good at bowing. Both of you.
I'm still trying to get the hang of it. It's very new to me.
It
Not
comes
all the
with
way.
practice. Perhaps I could teach you.
You just look between your ankles, right?
No, not exactly.
Eh.
Well, let's go. We can talk on the way.
Of course.
Captain, we'll see you shortly.
Gives a nod. Yes, hopefully sooner than later, no?
Definitely sooner than later. Tobias goes running towards the ship.
If we don't see him sooner, I imagine we'll failed. And we'll be dead.
Hopefully
No,
not.
Later.
It's horrifying.
I'm gonna go with later.
Oh, Blade, I'll race you to the ship.
You stand no chance.
I'm going to use my shadow teleportation to try to stay ahead of him.
As the two hairfolk that escorted you there are attempting to escort you back, you would see a second form of Tobias, shadowy, appear down the steps. And Tobias, you're using your teleportation?
Yeah, I'm going to use to try to stay ahead of
How
him.
many uses of your teleportation are you using?
How far is it to the ship? Like 100 feet?
It's... Yeah, give or take.
So I'd have to use 2?
Okay.
I'll mark it off.
I'm gonna say to the new guys, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, Tobias has time ghosts. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Interesting.
that
Mm-hmm.
explains so much.
Mm-hmm.
What
Does
is a
it?
map ghost?
It's a really interesting phenomenon.
He doesn't
Oh.
even understand it.
He does it all the time. I don't know. You get used to it.
Which ship are we going to?
As the only ship you see is this smaller vessel, actually, looking like a manta ray almost. It is the only ship aside from in the belt you do see a broken Star Moth ship. But it is this. I've never seen a ship like it. It's very unique.
What is her or his or its name?
Her name is Cupcake.
I like it.
It doesn't really look like a cupcake, but okay.
Oh, it
Don't-
means so
Yeah,
much
but a lot.
more.
Don't eat it though. Like you can't eat it.
It
Well,
looks
it's-
delicious.
It's a metaphor.
It's a ship, so I wouldn't have tried.
Smart, smart guy.
Lead the way, I guess.
And it's kind of like the boarding to it is from the lower deck on the like near the mouth of it, leading to the storage compartment, which would have 2 barrels that you would see large spider bits crammed in there. Just like the legs kind of sticking out, some of them broken off, like blue and white spider bits.
I don't believe those are stored properly.
They're stored okay enough.
It's fine.
They've clearly just been crammed in there.
We wanted him that way.
And you would
If
be
that is the proper place, then I will not change them.
you would
We can change it later.
Yeah. You would be greeted by the meowing of a Tressum, who is still curled up, but just kind of hearing noise on deck. You would see that, or you would hear that.
Ember, I got you a treat.
Oh. Oh, Tobias, listen. Before we go, Ember said that her name's not really Ember, but she can't remember what her name is, and she also said that Captain Nandor is lonely. He's a lonely man.
Aw, that's really sad.
It is sad.
Ember, I have treats.
She would come running up.
I hold out all the treats. You can have whichever ones you want.
She would take a nice piece of smoked salmon and just kind of take it and head back to the ship, or back to the helm, which is on the same deck as the cargo deck. Like it kind of opens up to the cargo deck where there's barrels of food, water, and the barrels of spiders. Past that is a ladder going up and the door to the helm, which would be open. See this glorious crystalline wooden throne, essentially. And the ladder goes up, can stop halfway up the ladder and get off to the kind of the cabin of the resting places where there's bunks set up, and then up further would lead you to the top of the ship.
Go set all the food on top of the food barrel. Take a couple things that I want to eat.
So do you guys have any experience on Spelljammers? Anything like that?
I have not played this Spelljammer. I have not flown a Spelljammer. I have been on a Spelljammer.
Okay.
I have been a passenger as well.
Passenger.
Do you guys know how to do the levers?
I mean, we barely know how to do the levers. That's not a fair question.
I know how to operate a lever, if that's what you're asking.
Perfect. You guys will be great. Come
Do
up
you
top
know
of this.
Pulling
Do
some
you know
levers?
what the lever does?
No.
Well, if
so-
you pull them in the right order, it moves
Yeah.
the wings and helps with shifting.
Just
We've been
fine-tune
practicing.
adjustments, yeah.
In theory, we know. In
Do
practice,
you know the order that you're supposed to pull them?
Don't worry about it. Confidence is king in these matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got us off of the Frizzling Cube, so it works.
See? They know. We can figure it out as we go.
Hopefully just not wrecking it again. But
yeah, can we,
And
can we
showing you
not
the
do
levers,
that?
essentially the levers control the different spines in the wing
Mhm.
that help just maneuver it. It's honestly rather simple. There's just a lot of them. Fine.
That's why we need more hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's gonna be great. It'll be better this way. Let's figure it out. You look like smart people.
I guess we can start taking off. If you guys just want to watch Tobias and I work the levers, you'll probably catch on and then just help where you can.
Magnificent.
Before we
Makes
take off,
sense.
I'm gonna cast mage armor.
Okay. Is Dr. Jellybean helming the ship again?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
And taking off without much fanfare, You can actually, like, as you kind of leave a little bit of the Crystal Crossings area, you would be able to see that larger asteroid in the distance floating from the belt. And it is a familiar asteroid to both, well, to Oblate, Tobias, and Dr. Jellybean. They've been there before.
I've got something that we probably should have done. We don't have those air bubbles anymore, do we?
I can cast them again.
Everyone here breathes, right? You all breathe?
Got lungs.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll need all air bubbles. So what is
All right. So
Especially because he said it was crystallized on the asteroid.
that? Yeah.
I'm assuming we were okay while we were at the Crystal Crossings cabin.
Yeah.
good
You didn't see any
point.
sign of crystal outbreaks there. That
Yeah.
is carved crystal.
When we
Okay.
get there.
So
Yeah, might be just wise, and once we get close to the asteroid, to
Air bubble is up.
yeah.
I got. Hold on, let me look at it. It was like cast at 3rd level. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, you can create 2 additional globes of fresh air for each slot level above 2nd. So I can do 3rd level or higher. 2
How many does
additional.
the?
So is that 3
So you
total?
can make
Last
3.
time did
Is it a
make
concentration
3.
spell?
No.
Huh. No, it's not. And it lasts for 24 hours, so I can cast it twice, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, we still have air bubbles then.
24 hours.
You
It would
3
be-
would still have air bubbles. Yeah.
They run out.
Oh.
Because
in
you
the
guys
afternoon.
got there late last night, and
Yeah, it was at night. So we've got.
Okay, I'll go ahead and cast air bubble on Luis and Ethel.
as little bubbles of air would come around you for a moment before becoming nearly translucent.
We see me get my tablet. I'm like, hang on a second. Carry the 3. Okay. There you go.
This is magnificent.
That'll keep it safe.
Smells minty.
To you.
I've heard they each have their own unique scent, so I don't know.
Mine always
Hopefully-
smells like sandalwood.
Hopefully you don't get a stinker, you know? Yeah.
I didn't know that could happen. That would be bad.
Mine smells like air.
Good. That's good.
But essentially, Tobias and Oblate showing how the levers work. It's pretty simple for the most part, but it's mostly about like the expediency that you're getting from one lever to the other when you're pulling off maneuvers and stuff. But they're not doing any breakneck maneuvers at the moment. It's just kind of floating through the asteroid belt. Kind of like a pretty quick ship compared to other vessels you guys have been on. Not the fastest, but not the slowest by any means. Is there anything you'd like to do as you head over to this asteroid?
So I'm watching them use the levers, and I'm trying to take good mental notes of what lever actually does what
Okay, fair enough.
when they pull it.
Shut down the Dr. Jellybean. Do a barrel roll.
Give me an investigation check.
Buckle up.
No problem.
Dr. Jellybean doesn't really control she can barely kind of control the barrel roll, but you guys would definitely kind of like hard turn one of them and hard turn the other. Getting an 11, that's fair. You get the gist of what the levers do. It's just with the speed in which needs to be done, and like it's just like hard right, and then the other one's like hard left, so it kind of, I don't know how actual lift and stuff works. You got to lift one up while lowering the other one, and you'll do the barrel roll.
Yes, for the Salakta, yeah.
I'll say Louise was kind of half paying attention to the levers, but got bored and started playing his lute. Doing the musician. It's a couple hours, right, to the asteroid?
It'll take you guys about an hour and a half.
Okay. Could he use his musician feat over the hour for anybody who's around?
Absolutely. As
Okay,
everyone will hear it.
So number-wise, equal to proficiency. So it's 3. So I guess the 3 OG characters can get inspiration.
Oblate doesn't need it
He already has it.
because
so.
he's a
I'm
human.
doubly inspired.
Who does not have? Who's not a human?
Give it to Aethel.
Aethel can take it.
In fact, I am not a human.
He is not. The secret's out. But
It's
yeah,
not a secret. No one asked.
as you guys are figuring out the levers and Aethel watching, and Dr. Jellybean, you hear this music just start kind of filling the air of the ship, and everyone has inspiration besides Luis. That is, I like how it gives you, like, hey, here's some inspiration. Pretty unique.
Oh, you are as good as doing the scoop.
Ah, you see, it's all in the strumming of the fingers and the beating of the lute.
I've never heard of them. So I
Well, you
don't
don't
know.
need to now.
Dewey and the scoop.
Do you have a? I pull out a sheet of paper. Can I get your autograph?
Oh, of course.
And anybody who's looking at Louise when you mentioned doing the scoops, his eyes kind of roll.
That's fair.
But hearing this music over the course of time and getting Louise's autograph, you do eventually arrive outside of this larger asteroid, which looks like it might have had a mining settlement on it at one point. Now that mining area looks completely covered with crystals. Still some growth of plants and things of that nature, but there's like an old house completely covered in crystals. Old mining equipment, all crystallized. Does not look great. It looks very interesting, if nothing else, but you would even see a large cave. Actually, the cave that you guys went in the first time has large crystal formations just jutting out of it.
The cave
And-
where we found Blackberry.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to find that hatch. I'm looking around for where the hatch is from last time.
And when we were coming up to it, did we see any kind of like signs of propulsion coming from the asteroid? Like
No?
maybe like rail or anything? It's sort of just
Yeah, there would be kind of a trail. Yeah, absolutely. A light trail leading behind it, as some crystal particles are kind of like trailing behind it. Yeah, and little bits of rock and stuff.
Dr. Jelly, did you make sure to put air bubble on Ember when you cast on the other 2 people?
Oh,
Because it's 3
Oops.
people, right?
yeah, I can do that. Sorry, Ember. I'm sorry about that for the
Yeah.
oversight.
She seems a little confused.
Is
well,
Ember going with us?
No, but we're near the asteroid. I don't want her to get crystalline.
I'm gonna. I'll cast Speak with Animals again, so I can tell her what's happening.
Meow.
I'm gonna put air bubble on your head so that you breathe good air and not the bad air. Okay, it's for your own safety and protection. Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay on the ship.
Well, still, there's particles. You know, and we breathe those in through our lungs, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you.
Okay.
Do I have your permission? Okay, great.
I like breathing.
Didn't want you to be alarmed if I just didn't tell you what's going on. I'll put an air bubble on her too.
Fair enough.
Are cats susceptible to this disease?
I think all living creatures are.
You know, I don't think there's been any research into non-humanoids, but I don't want to take any chances, you know.
That's fair.
Fair.
I'm looking out. Oh, wait, help me find that hatch. Remember the hatch? She came up, the secret hatch?
yeah. I'm trying to remember where it was.
It was
Well,
near the mining camp.
Yeah, it's over there, right in that field, somewhere there.
As you remember, it was a bush. It was a very a taller bush. Go and give me a perception check. As you're both kind of looking out for this.
I'll give
secret
him
hatch.
advantage.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because it was near that building that we found those old logs in.
Mhm. I remember kind of where it's at.
That was the tunnel that you guys went. There were two tunnels that you guys went in. One you went
Right.
in, one you could have gone in. But yeah, Oblate, give me a perception with advantage. All right. You are no longer
I
minus.
don't have
You
I don't have it.
You don't.
It's not checked on anything, and it's still there.
Oh, interesting. Well, we'll figure it out eventually.
Weird.
Looking out, spending a good like 5 or 10 minutes, and they talk about some secret hatch that they're looking out for. Oblate, you do see it. You do see that bush kind of standing a little too much on its own in the middle of like kind of a field by the crystal formations.
Like it looks different than the last time we saw it.
No, it looks like you saw it last time. It's just,
Gotcha. It sticks out.
It sticks out if you know what you're looking for.
Hey, Tobias, it's over here. Do you want to
Oh yeah,
grab the
Doctor.
rest of the party?
Yeah, Dr. Jellybean, can you put us down there?
Yeah, I can do that.
The ship can't actually land on land.
I can get us close to it.
Doesn't
hub-
the asteroid spin? How do we get the? How do we
Wait.
land safely?
It's a moving object as well.
Right.
Ember will say, if you guys want to, well, she'll say to Dr. Jellybean, if you want to hop off, I can control the ship. Or try to. Can do a low flyby.
Okay, let me just communicate that to Tobias real quick. Tobias,
Mhm.
Ember says that she can do. If we hop off the ship, she can control the ship. Can she fly ships? Is this true?
Yeah,
Okay, I don't know.
I think the
You
captain
have-
used her to fly the ship whenever he was a little too drunk.
Okay, all right. So she said we could do like a little flyby, you know?
All right, can you jump off? Thanks,
All right.
Ember. You're a sweetheart. Take another treat.
Are we
Cats.
expecting the asteroid to change course?
No, but it would be spinning, I assume.
Yeah, lightly. It's a very slow moving asteroid.
Couldn't we just put ourselves also in a slow spin at the same speed?
Yeah, Ember's got it. She knows what she's doing.
Meow.
Apparently.
So the plan is for us to jump off the ship in motion, land on the asteroid, and the escape plan is for the cat to fly the ship and pick us up.
Yes.
That's my understanding of the plan, yes.
That sounds like an amazing story. I think I'll write that one down.
You could write a song about it.
It would be a nice accolade for all of you.
And I like this guy. He pumps me up.
Me too.
Do we have rope or something to climb down or up the ship?
Yeah, I've got a grapple and some rope. But how close do you think Ember can get us? I mean, we can open up the cargo hatch, and do you think she can get us really
Jump
close?
out. Yeah.
She can probably get you close enough to use the rope down.
Okay.
Or do like kind of like not like a touchdown thing, but kind of like close to a touchdown.
Okay.
That's what we'll do.
If you guys want to try that, that's up to you. That would be more dangerous for the ship to get closer. But if you use the rope, it'd probably be not as dangerous for the ship.
Let's just use the rope. We
Let's
need to
use the
have a
rope.
way back up. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
We just fixed our ship. We just fixed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ember, leaving you in charge. I trust you, girl.
Meow.
What did she say?
Okay.
She said okay.
I know.
All right, I'll go ahead and set up this grappling hook.
Tie it around.
Let
kind
the
of
rope down.
A post. Open the hatch door. As yeah, there's this even at this height, 50 or so feet up. all this kind of like crystal debris floating in the air of the asteroid.
Yeah, that's really bad. Oh, here we go. When I slide down the rope.
So everyone's sliding down. I will need an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics? Okay.
Yes.
Dewey's just gonna jump.
Or athletics, your choice, actually. I'd be okay with that.
I'm going to climb down it without flourish.
Fair enough.
Oopsies.
Ooh.
Having a little trouble.
I see that Dr. Jellybean's having a little bit of trouble. I'm gonna cast resistance to help her down.
So resistance wouldn't help with the skill check.
Oh, you're right.
I'm gonna use
Not
my
a saving throw.
I'm gonna use my
Sorry.
inspiration.
Okay.
A D4, D6.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. No, you just re-roll it.
Oh, I just re-roll it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
that
bardic
inspiration.
inspiration. It's just inspiration.
Just inspiration.
Mhm.
Got it.
All right, getting a 20.
I'm okay.
Yeah, everyone's sliding down on these dramatic flourishes.
Luis is just gonna jump.
Luis just jumping. Oh, then no roll necessary for Luis. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. As Athel's just climbing down stalwartly.
Perfect, like army curl, like
Mhm.
like exactly how you're taught in the book.
As everyone else is like sliding down and spinning. Luis just jumps.
He does like a perfect like swan dive too, and right before he lands about 5 feet in the air, he'll take like another jump and tumble down and hero landing pose.
It's a little like double jump for a second.
Land, I clap.
Thank you, my friend.
I don't think Dewey could do that.
I don't think so either.
Nah, you got that over Dewey for sure.
Of course I
Did you
do.
ever see Dewey try to jump off of a ship?
No, but
necessary.
that's beside the point.
They
I am
saw
so
him
much
play
better.
at a bar once.
And we loved him.
Ah,
Got it.
But landing onto the asteroid proper, no bad things happen. The ship kind of hovers there up a little bit.
Could we tie the ship or to anything? Since we are landed?
go up at it.
Uh-huh. I think, does Ember got it? She can
Ember's got
just
it.
hang in there.
We'll be back shortly, girl.
You guys are like 60 feet away from the base of the ship.
It's like,
I'm pretty sure she doesn't hear you.
He's like, I love you.
I love you.
Start looking around for the hatch since we see it.
It should be right over here at this. See that bush over there?
Yeah.
That bush.
That one?
That bush. Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
I wonder if it's. Go over and look at it. Well, I look over at the heavily armored friend, Ethel. You're pretty stout, right?
I'm in pretty good condition physically, yes.
Perfect. You should lead the way.
Sure. Is it dark down there?
Yes.
Can we all see in the dark?
No. I
Okay.
have a torch.
Wait, weren't there were electric lights on?
Some
Wait.
places.
There were in some places, yeah.
Yeah, we might have electric lights. We might not.
There were fires going in other places.
I have a
Um,
torch.
I'll grab like a stone, like, or something, just something small and handheld, and I'll just cast light on it,
All right.
Magic.
and then I'll just kind of like
He's gonna
put it on my shield in a spot where it'll point forward.
All right.
I will.
Is this area dangerous?
Could be.
Potentially, probably. Yes.
Very well. And he'll unsheath his rapier and cast light on his rapier too.
My eyes are not suited for the dark either.
I can't see in the dark either, but you guys can cast magic.
And
I-
that type of magic.
Can see in the dark, but it's efficient and useful that all party members can see.
Yeah, I don't do well when I can't
That's
see.
true. I like this
Unfortunately.
guy. He's a man of reason, this guy.
You
I'm gonna
said this
start-
bush, and he points at the bush.
This one here, yes.
How do we open the bush?
There's
Oh, it's just a hatch right inside, underneath the bush. I'll go over and I'll crack it open.
All right. As you crack it open, it is like right under the bush. Any dexterity save from Oblate.
Alrighty.
It's pretty
With
good.
a 23, a little dart whizzes past you as you creak open the hatch.
Like from
From within the hatch, as you kind of
Gotcha.
essentially lift up the bush to pull open the hatch, and the bush kind of goes sideways. Yeah, dart goes flying out at you, just whizzes by as you just turn your neck.
whoa! Who's down there?
I think that was a trap, buddy.
If it was a trap, you don't think there's anyone down there shooting darts?
Was it trapped the last time you came here?
Definitely was not. I don't remember there being a trap here.
Yeah, but we only came out of the hatch. We didn't go.
Yeah, I was
in.
gonna say we didn't
Yeah,
we
you
didn't
guys
open
didn't.
it.
You didn't leave.
We
the
went
way.
up it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Tunos. Anyhow, good job, dude.
Congratulations on not
okay.
being hit by the dart.
As, yeah,
All right.
it looks dark down there, like a ladder going down into darkness.
I will go first.
I'll follow right after.
And sling the shield onto my back so that I can use both hands. I'll start climbing down the ladder.
All right. And as you head down, one by one, descending, and it's about like a 60-foot tall ladder going into this cavernous space, this small, tight cavernous space that kind of where it lands, and eventually looks like it opens up much more beyond. And as you make your descent, that'll be where we'll take our little 5-10 minute break. And we'll pick up here in a few. Welcome back to the Astral Avenue. Last we left, our crew had picked up a couple of others to help with a mission to stop an asteroid from falling on a planet. Heading over there, finding the secret hatch and starting to delve down into this space. I'm gonna bring you guys to a map. Don't go wandering all over the place. If you are, say something.
I'll wander slowly.
But as you arrive in this darkened space, you can see little telltale signs of crystals every now and then. The air is still kind of hazy with that little bit of glitter along. As you arrive from up on the ladder, where you can see that little bit of light up above. No light but Luis's rapier and Ethel's rock that he kind of wedged into his shield.
So I'll have a better thing for it later. Do we know where we're going?
No,
Not exactly. We're not sure
not really.
We got
what's
wet
causing the
here.
propulsion.
Yeah. We've been here before. There were some rabbit people, and they were having some issues with Chryslung, and the doctors were trying to help them.
I bet they were the refugees that Furlough brought to the belt.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to meet Furlough. He, well, we were supposed to capture him originally, but there were a lot of guards, so instead we tried to set up a meeting so he could meet the captain, and he could be captured that way. That didn't go well after we had to go deal with some things on some strange archaic planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fueled.
Interesting.
We were way late for a few weeks, so now we're back and we're gonna go take care of this. There's probably gonna be hare folk, rabbit folk,
I believe they're called hair folk.
something like that, rabbit people, and they are probably not in good shape if there's this many crystals around. So, yeah, air bubbles, keep them on.
So do we know that we need to be down here?
Well, they said there was some sort of propulsion, and they had some weird machines before we were here, so I'm going to guess yes.
Okay. Which direction were the weird machines?
That way.
As
And
it
point
is-
off into the darkness.
It is pitch black in here. Last time you three were here, it was pretty well lit for the most part. As this exit was kind of off to the side from the central area.
Is there any indication that there are still people down here? Or
It-
that people have left?
It is dead quiet in here. Other than your own voices, it is quiet.
Oh,
They all
this
died
is-
because they ate all their poop.
Well, there was, yeah, and there's these mechs
And the
here you
crystal
have to
lung
watch.
thing.
Right. And there's these mechanical creatures here too. But Dr. Jellybean took the last one down that we saw.
I did. You should have seen it. It was the biggest firebolt there's ever been. No one. They were all unconscious. Nobody saw, but I did it. I was the hero.
Mechanical in what way?
Mechanical? I don't know. Giant robot people.
It was like, yeah, it was like a big robot that was malfunctioning and wanted to.
It was a
kill-
big
kill
like
them.
digging rig, like a loading kind of rig.
That,
So-
that
So not-
sounds like an epic victory, at least for you, Doctor.
It was, and nobody saw it. There were no witnesses. None
I was
at all.
knocked out.
Yeah.
I definitely was not there. I'm
I-
going to take 2 steps forward.
All right. Yeah, stepping in, seeing more of this cave, it seems to kind of wind around and then go down. This is kind of like a cliff about maybe 7 or 8 feet down here. You would see another cliff leading up in the northeast side. But it seems like you would see like bedding and even tents within kind of to the south in that little divot. The ceiling is pretty high as well, going up to about like 40 or 50 feet in this space. Able to see it in your light for the most part. But
I'm gonna hide behind our big armored friend.
yeah, kind of sneaking up behind him. You can see the presence of larger crystals just kind of jutting up in different spaces here as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth using your body.
Oh, hang on. I have an idea. It'll take me a little bit, but I want to try to see if there's any magic around here.
That's fair.
How long
It's a
do
good
you need
idea.
that?
I mean, the hatch was trapped.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. So it'll take me about 10 minutes or so to, I gotta charge my batteries on my Kiwi. So,
Then we won't go very far.
yeah, just give me a minute, okay?
We're just gonna look around the room, and I'm gonna stealth using Ethel's body.
I'm going
So
to
they-
ritually cast.
They
Detect
did
magic.
take away the halfling stealth behind people thing.
You have to get it the other way of being lightly obscured
Yep.
and getting it to count. Be still quiet though.
Yeah, you can still be quiet.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my short sword and dagger.
Okay. As Dr. Jellybean starts kind of fiddling with her kiwi to charge its batteries. As Tobias starts sneaking ahead. Or just trying to be quiet where he's at.
Just trying to be quiet. I'm following their big shiny armor trend.
Fair enough.
I am shiny, and now a beacon of light.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm hiding behind your shield.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pull out my hammer. I don't expect to get into a fight right this second, so.
That's fair.
I do. That's why I pulled my weapons.
Curious about these crystals.
They look similar to that, the large formation that you saw outside and the kind of mining site. This area doesn't seem to have been completely covered, though, for whatever reason. But it does... It's like little protrusions coming out of the walls and ground.
Don't touch them. Don't touch the crystals. They're bad.
Bad in what way?
They make you sick.
When you touch them or when you breathe them?
It's just don't mess with them.
No one really knows. They just know that we make spelljammers out of them. They're really valuable.
They're very valuable, but you
propulsion.
can't have them though.
Hmm.
My friend Donna, she was a doctor too, and she stayed at the belt to help the people who are dying from Chris lung because she's a robot and she can't get sick.
What kind of robot?
A girl one.
She was girlish.
You would know she was a mech gnome. Or a mecha gnome.
Like a gnome.
That is a good point to make, though. The crystals are used to make spelljammers. Could the asteroid itself just be one big spelljammer now with someone controlling it?
That's an interesting idea.
Oh.
You're really smart, Oblate. That's a good thought.
Just a guess. Maybe not. I don't know.
It
Are
is
you using that
very
as-
worth investigating.
Are you using science again, Oblate?
That's not my science.
No. Dr. Jellybean science.
His science.
She
his science
rubbed
goes-
off on me
goes-
a little bit.
Goes boom.
Can I see these crates and stuff that are down there?
Yeah, you can see some like old, dusty covered crates. A little bit of glistening from the crystal dust that is floating in the air. Everything looks very worn. Even the like more barrels up here. It is doesn't look healthy by any means. Rotten almost, but not quite like. It's not moldy, but it's old wood.
It's dry rotted.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. There you go.
we're in space.
Yep.
There's no moisture in space. When were you here last?
A month?
How long has it been?
1 month?
Yeah, about a month.
About a month.
Approximately 1 month. Did it look like this then?
No. It was all lit up. There were lots of bunny people.
Yeah, there were people. It was their home.
They were eating the giant space hamsters.
No, they were eating the poop.
No, they were
remember
eating the poop. Yeah,
the poop soup?
I do remember the poop soup.
We had poop soup.
But it sounds like nobody is home. Or
Mhm.
eating poop.
That's what it looks like. I mean, unless somebody's hiding somewhere, like Obolate said, steering the ship, as it were.
From my
But
lack of understanding of biology, I believe eating poop is bad for you.
No, well, I hear what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from. But they were able to manipulate the fecal matter in such a way that it provided nutrients to the to the entire population of the Warren.
Like fertilizer?
Kinda, yeah. Because they only had one giant space hamster, and you know how long is that gonna last if you butcher that and try to feed people with that. But the poop just keeps on coming, you know.
As long as the space hamster is around. Well, the giant space hamster.
I met her. Her name was Lucy.
Was she one of your kind or unrelated?
Unrelated.
Coincidental in look. I understand.
You could say. One could say.
As Dr. Joanne, as you kind of say that, you see your battery get charged and not detecting any magic aside from what is
It's
on
ready.
your fellow companions.
All right, I'm just gonna hold it. I hold up my tablet and I use that as like a viewer to
Yeah.
see if I see anything magical. All right, I'm ready to go.
I would say there is a brief, minute aura of magic over everything.
The crystals glow magic, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay,
more or less.
right. Okay.
We are, in fact, in some kind of cancer-causing crystal field
Mm-hmm.
that we turn into space energy.
Yes.
100%.
That's it.
You understand it already. Do do the science.
You got
I
it.
do not. I just understand the world that I live in.
I don't.
Maybe it is not your place to know. Can I see this, or
Yeah,
like,
that,
is
that,
with
looks
dark vision?
that looks like the tent. That is with your dark vision, yeah.
There seems to be a domicile over there. Do we want to check it out?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Then I will lead the way. I'm just gonna go this way.
Yeah. Walking around, yeah, you can see this like raised area up here. Looks like another cliff continues onward that way. And then you would see what looks to be old busted tent, and it looks like it continues that way. A little further, kind of deeper into the warren. Like old bedding, straw bedding. And yeah, keeps continuing around. Kind of like a little rim around the edge as well. Maybe about 8 or so feet up. Little crystal protrusions every now and then. Even in the ceiling, same crystal protrusions. But as you get lower, the ceiling kind of disappears from the light view. You would still be able to see with your dark vision, though. Yeah, looks like some tents that were set up here, and just sleeping quarters all throughout, as it opens up into a much bigger cavern than this. And Tobias, Oblate, and Dr. Jellybean, you would remember that would be the central area of the warren to the south of here.
Oh yeah, we need to go south.
Okay.
Good. That is the direction we're headed,
I'm still looking.
I believe.
All right.
Just leave-
No magic seen.
Okay.
Do we want to check any of these tents?
I mean, they really don't have much stuff down here. They're pretty poor.
But there might be like a person in there or something. You never know.
They could be
Well,
hostile. They could
yeah.
kill us.
We could have Louise play a song and see if it draws anyone to us.
I mean, I am always down to play a song if you think it will help.
Better, it's really quiet in here.
Couldn't hurt.
Could use
Very
some-
well.
Does Louise start
Alright.
playing a song then?
Yes, this song is called Is that my bag you're holding?
I know this song
You know this song? How do you know it?
because
He's just trying to
someone
sound
had my
smart.
bag once.
You lived it.
I lived it.
I'm the inspiration of this song. I'm the only person with a bag ever, and
Yep.
someone was holding it.
And he'll bring out his horn and start playing it.
All right. Pull out the horn. Start playing. Echoes throughout the space in here. Oblate, with your passive perception, you would notice all of the larger crystal fragments seem to vibrate a little bit in response. Almost like it calls back.
Hey, I think your music is resonating with the crystals. Do you guys see that?
Hmm?
Like the crystals are kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. They look like they're vibrating.
Hold it. I want to look at it with my magic detection. Play your horn. Play your horn some more.
Sure. This is the tabaxi that I lost.
Playing it some more, you would notice a faint bit of conjuration magic emanate from the crystals, Dr. Jellybean.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it looks like when you play your horn like that, there's some conjuration magic that happens with the crystals. Faintly, very faint.
So they like it.
Or they don't like it, and they're going to summon something.
I don't know. I've never seen
Well-
anything like this.
We'll find out either way.
Probably.
Science.
As you're talking about that, a spark of light shoots through all the crystals around you as crystal-like humanoid figures flash into existence where all of the crystals are.
Oh,
Hopefully they're dancing.
Appearing to wield blades of crystal made of the crystal itself, but kind of like a little discolored at the same time. Seemingly very aggressive. And we're just gonna pop right into initiative as soon as I get them all out there.
Yeah.
I do not think they like my music.
Maybe they're critics.
Perhaps they have something against tabaxis.
That was the song that did it.
So if everyone will roll some initiative, please.
They could be fans of Dewey.
Mm, my nemesis.
Never utter that name in front of me.
They've named him multiple times.
So many times.
Hey, pretty good roll.
Nice. Everybody did pretty good rolls.
Pretty good.
Except for
It's
Dr.
like
Jellybean. But even then, that's not a bad
Basically
roll.
the best I could
Yeah.
do.
But with that, gonna go with some funkier music. As Louise, you're up first. What you doing?
He'll start off by playing this song.
Playing a funky beat.
He's playing it, and everybody will get some temp hit points.
nice.
Very nice.
And move yourself up to half your movement if you want to use your reaction.
Temp HP, how much temp HP?
I think I have to roll this time.
Yeah, you roll and they get 2 times it.
Ooh, that's That's
That-
pretty cool.
That is really good.
Wow.
So I'm rolling a bardic.
Yeah, 2D. So 2D8.
Or 1d8 and you times it by 2.
Oh yeah,
it's-
1D8 and you times by
Right.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, because you just roll the bardic die.
So everyone gets 8 temporary hit points. As that same song that you've heard in your heads, now amplified by the presence of Louise.
Well, it's just 4 people. My apologies. So The
Well, it's
doctor...
everyone but yourself.
Yeah, everybody but myself. There works.
Because I don't think you can... It's other creatures. You can't affect yourself with it.
Everybody but myself.
So we can move our speed without provoking opportunity attacks, correct?
Correct.
You can use your reaction to do so, yeah.
Move half your speed.
Mm-hmm.
If you use your action.
Yep.
No, I'm good. Doctor should move.
Getting out of there.
I saw the doctor up front.
Mm-hmm. Clutch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Only half your speed.
Yeah, just
Oh, no, up to its speed. Never mind.
Up to its speed.
All right, I can read. We can read. We're learning new stuff here, okay?
Oh, they changed it then. Ah,
Yeah.
before it was half.
I just assumed that Stephen knew what his thing said, and he said half his speed. I went, okay, half speed.
I am learning new things in One DnD every day.
Mhm.
My apologies,
Sure.
everybody.
I'm going to use 5 feet of that, and I'm going to move right here.
All right.
I guess I don't need to because I won't have my reaction, but it's okay. I go before them. They won't even know any
You
better.
do go before them. Anything else for Luis? That was your...
Yeah,
Bonus
that was my
action.
bonus action. I will use my action, and I'm like, "What is the matter? Was my song in poor taste for you?" And the words "poor taste" will resonate in this one's ears as I cast Vicious Mockery.
All right.
Vicious mockery.
As, unfortunately, even though it very much failed its save, doesn't seem to affect it. It will still take the minus T4 on its, or disadvantage on its next attack, but it doesn't seem to do any damage to it.
I will move over here, and that'll be my turn.
That'll take us to Oblate.
Alrighty. I know there's a guy over here in this corner, even though it got dark.
Luis moved away with his shining rapier.
I will run towards this
All
crystalline being and mandible bite and out. How am I gonna do it? I'll just do a regular attack with the mandible bite against him.
All right.
Oops, I clicked the wrong one.
Regular Biden attack. What'd you click instead?
Well, this should be 1d10 instead of 1d8 plus 5, but
Oh,
I
dang.
clicked the wrong one.
Well, you're gonna get 2 attacks.
Yeah,
And
that'll be
you
fine.
crit on both of them.
So,
Yeah.
Wow.
so whacking with 2 natural 20s back to back, just stab happy with your Bident, whirling it around, dealing 16 and 14 for a total of 30 points of damage as the crystal of this being seems to crack and nearly shatter in 2 fell swoops of Oblate. It is nearing its last, for sure.
I will use my bonus action to do an unarmed kick right to his chest.
All right. A 12 is going to be a miss as it quickly
Figured.
deflects with one of its sword arms.
It's sword arms.
Yeah.
And that will be my turn.
All right. That'll take us to Tobias.
This is way over here.
Right, going for the flank.
Yep. And as he does, he slides by it and goes behind it and goes into a spinning motion as he slashes at it with his sword.
All
Silver
right.
short sword. A normal flanking. And
That will definitely hit. And that actually reminds me, I forgot to see if Oblate Let me roll a con save.
Not for the topple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It actually would be toppled. So real quick, Oblate, your unarmed strike would have hit because it would have been an advantage.
Been that 15.
All right,
Yeah.
so it does shatter it.
You stomp it.
Yep, as it turns into dust. Anyways, back. Sorry about that. Back to Tobias. Yes, a 17 does hit as you vex it.
And then as I keep slashing around with my short sword, with advantage this time.
All right. Whack, whack. 21 will also hit. For 9 more points of piercing damage. Kind of tinks into it, but seemingly very fragile glasswork, or crystal work, rather.
And I bring my dagger down as with the last stab into it.
Yeah, 26 will definitely hit it. And nicking it for 8 points of damage.
And as I do so, I create my bonus action. You see another Tobias appear, all shadowy looking. Right here.
All right.
That one looks like in gas mask outfit,
Fair enough.
like radiation suit type Tobias shadow.
All right, that'll take us to Aethel. Titleless.
Yes. Draw. I will pull out my Warhammer. And I will. No one's been hurt. I don't have to worry about that. So I will just bring a strike down on this one.
All right.
One-handed hammer swing.
20 will hit it. You crack into it for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. It seems to be kind of nearly convulsing, especially after the notes from Louise.
He does not seem to be happy. And I'm not going to move. I don't think I'm going to take a bonus action either.
All right. Staying put. That'll take us to these crystal boys. These ones run up to swing at Aethel, wielding their crystal sword arms towards you. The two on the south would attack you. Getting a 14. Actually, you're flanked. So it'd be a 16, an 11, a 16, and a 17.
All of those are not enough.
As they all clink into like his shield, his armor, it's all just kind of like someone get caught in like the chainmail. All of them miss.
Defend myself.
Mm-hmm. As the third one will take its disadvantage attack against Tobias, seemingly garnered its attention with your flurry of blows. Getting a 10 to hit.
I deflect away its sword with my own.
As it goes in for a second strike. Getting a 22.
Oh.
As Tobias, you take 9 points of slashing damage. And at which point... Oh.
You immediately die.
They would shoot dazzling lights in front of them. I will need Aethel and Tobias and Louise to make Constitution saving throws. As this one shoots out light in this direction, this one shoots it out right here.
Ooh, that's not good.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I will too.
Hey, if
Oh,
you
geez.
got it, use it.
Nope.
It's better. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't think that Tobias took any damage, did he? Because of the temp?
1.
Took
Uh,
right 9.
I got a little scratch.
So, and so Tobias, you roll with advantage, so yours is still a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all good. 10 is the DC as this nearly blinding light arcs out, kind of glistens from them, not affecting any of you. Taking us to Dr. Jellybean.
Let's see if these guys are fire resistant. Gonna press my button on my tablet, cast Firebolt.
All right.
See what happens. I don't know.
Hope they're not explosive.
They don't
Gotta
seem
find
to be.
I didn't tell you which one. On this guy, right here in front of Tobias.
All right. 25 will hit.
Okay.
I hope so.
One would hope.
As fire arcs out, kind of almost melting this crystalline being, like melting a hole in its chest, as it is not up to snuff and falls down, shatters to the ground. Dust starts to fill the air. Anything else for Dr. Jellybean?
That'll be it for me.
All right.
Tobias is okay, right? You okay,
Yeah.
Tobias?
Yeah, he took 1 point damage.
Okay.
I have a little scratch where.
Got a boo-boo on your finger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that'll take us to Luis at the top.
Okay. Let us do this. I am going to position myself. Just want to check and see what this is real quick. I will walk up here 5, 10, 15. I will cast a mirror image on myself. As I'm just kind of jamming out to the music, do a twirl, and then multiple Luises pop out. And when I do that, I am going to use Beguiling Magic and make the one directly south of me make a Wisdom save.
All right. As you do that, it seems to unaffect it, as it seems to be immune to charmed or frightened.
Womp womp. All right, that'll be my turn.
All right. As
They're not music lovers.
Still a flourish of magic. Taking us to Oblate up at the top there.
Good show.
Very good show.
They do not seem to like it.
But everyone else loves it.
They have bad taste.
Uh-huh.
You cannot please everyone.
Oblate starts
I'll,
running down.
Make my way downtown.
Are you walking fast?
Oh yeah.
Faces
Faces are
pass.
passing.
And he's not homebound.
Definitely not homebound.
I don't know where my home is. I'm just gonna offhand the Biden and whip out my pistol and just shoot from the hip. All right, shoot at this guy.
All right. Taking a shot. 14 will hit it.
Surprising. All right.
For 15 points of piercing damage, this loud gunshot just kind of reverberates in the space of quietness besides you guys fighting and the music of Luis.
Yeah.
Anything else for Oblate?
Since I can't take another shot, that'll be my turn.
All right, taking us to Tobias.
Tobias slides between Oblate and this creature.
All right.
And
Wait, which one?
This one. So I'm doing 5, 10.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
That one.
That one.
Hold on.
That
I'm moving.
was-
I'm basically sliding between Ethel.
There you go.
Are they
Things
medium?
happening.
Here, are you going down here? Or are you, are you going over here? You
No, I was
tell
trying to go. I'm trying to go here, but I had to make sure I could do it.
Oh, sure. By going around.
Yeah, 10, 15, 20. Because I can move through its space, but I can't stay there.
20.
Yeah, but I
So
gotta
you-
go.
So if you want to go
Do
here,
Some
Right.
sidestepping.
Yeah, I'm good.
25.
Yeah, you see me basically do like a dervish dance as I slide between you all and land on the other side.
Is it to the music?
Yes, definitely towards the music.
Give me a performance check.
Hey, +1.
It's to the music. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And here goes my attack with my short sword as I spin underneath of it, slashing at it.
26 will hit it.
And as I get to the other side, slash at it again.
26 will hit it again.
And then I bring up my dagger as I finish my spin.
Stabbing into it repeatedly for 22 points of damage total. Yeah, just kind of with each stab, it just kind of hear that crack of glass essentially.
Yeah, you just see Tobias basically spinning. He slashes at this creature repeatedly. And that will be it for my turn.
All right, that'll take us to Aethel.
I'll bonk this one with a hammer.
Bonk away.
Bonk.
18 will bonk it.
Nice.
I'll do 5 again.
Doing 5 again as you bonk into it, just kind of that crackle on its head just kind of cracks into its what you would assume is a face. No eyes or anything, but anything else for Aethel?
Nope.
All right. Seeing things are well under control, taking us to the glass creatures. As this one, the cracks in it from that oblate shot seem to start repairing themselves.
Oh no!
Don't like that.
Mm-mm. No thanks.
And runs up to Oblate.
Time Ghost will take an attack of opportunity.
All right.
That was a mistake.
It will happily take the attack opportunity.
First
Not- not-
mistake.
not
and
happily,
last mistake.
But a 24 will hit it. As it'll take 8 points of piercing damage. Nearly what it healed for. But runs up to Oblate to stab with its glass swords. Getting a 20 and an 18 to hit. And I think
Yeah.
both those hit. As
Oh yeah.
Oblate, you take 4 and 9 for a total of 13 points of slashing damage. And the one that Tobias and Aethel are whacking at, it will split its attacks, one at Aethel and one at Tobias. Aethel got 17 to hit.
Yep.
And Tobias got a 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
As it tinks, one of its arms kind of tinks off of Aethel. It just kind of stabs into Tobias for 6 points of slashing.
Ouch.
As that'll take us to Dr. Jellybean.
Okay, so fire was effective. It's good to know. gonna move over a little bit. Hopefully give myself some more room to try to be able to firebolt this guy who's attacking Obolates.
All right. Bolt of fire away.
Firebolt. There it is.
17 will hit it.
Nice.
17 seems good.
As you take
For one less.
14 points of fire damage as it starts to kind of melt over. Anything else for Dr. Jellybean?
Tobias doesn't hurt that bad, is he?
Nah. Did
yeah,
I not make it to where you can see?
I can see
Oh, there.
Ethel's health bar, but I can't see anybody else's.
Yes, as I say, I can see mine. I don't
And mine's
see
also not. I can see Ethel's and I can see Tobias's, but I've also noticed mine does not update.
Interesting. I see mine.
Yeah, I just
Fair.
see Ethel's and Tobias.
Now I see everyone but Dr. Jellybeans.
I'm getting it.
Aw.
Anything else for Dr. Jellybean?
Faster.
No, that'll do it.
Faster. Faster.
All right, that'll take us to Luis.
Right, it is time for me to step into the action.
As he'll step over here, ow, and take a hit with, or take a poke with my rapier.
Poke away. You do have the flanking.
14?
14 does hit.
Nice.
11.
It takes 11 as it kind of crumbles to the ground. You stab right in the center of it.
You now have done more damage than me.
All in a day's work.
Does
and then I will-
Aethel say that? Making these calculations. You've done more damage than me.
No, that seems to have done more than when you were talking to it. He will say that.
Sometimes the pen is mightier than the sword. This is not one of those situations.
On average, a pin would do less damage than a sword.
Wow.
Anything else for Louise?
That's it.
All right, taking us to Oblati.
Oh, Blatty.
Oblati.
Blatty.
Oh, bloody.
Alrighty, I'm gonna. The pistol's gonna be holstered down. I'm gonna run down to yonder glass figure,
All right.
and it's time to shatter him
With the Biden.
with the Biden.
All right, 14 hits. Wait, 16, because you have surrounded this creature.
And is he toppled?
Not only is it toppled, it shatters to the ground.
That's what I like to see.
He's toppled forever.
Anything else for Oblate?
I'm gonna kick the dust. No, that'll be it.
All right. Tobias.
I look around for a minute. I don't see anything else. I'll ready an attack if something comes to.
All right. Aethel.
You said this one had like repaired itself some
It did.
on the previous turn. Did I notice if it was like absorbing crystals from the air or anything?
It seemed like
to
it was
do
just
that?
it was fixing itself.
It has an auto repair program.
Something like that.
I'll take my action to try and study the creature.
Yeah, give me
Whatever one you choose, it's gonna be bad. That's not what I do. It's just what I'm going to do.
I would investigation or arcana. Your call.
Yes.
Or nature.
Or nature. Yes, yes.
They'll all get you about the same information.
So 0, 0, or 0. Sounds good.
Yes.
I'm going to choose 0.
All right. So it's looking in for past knowledge with a 13. Let me double check something.
They are made out of crystal.
Kind of putting 2 and 2 together.
And getting 5.
It is your action. But the only one that repaired itself didn't get hit with like solid damage. Like bludgeoning damage.
I was like, wait, how did that one do?
You didn't bonk that one on its head last turn.
Correct, but also I was thinking, how did the one that Oblate killed? He stomped on it.
He did. Yeah. The one up here, he stomped on it.
I was like, you didn't take. Bidens don't do bludgeoning damage. They're forks.
Yep. But that is your action.
Interesting. Yeah, that was my action.
Do you say anything?
They seem to be weak to physical blunt trauma. Also, is anybody hurt?
A little bit. My arm got cut a little bit. See where it got me with its sword?
He's barely hurt.
Pikito?
Boo boo.
That one got me a little bit, but I'm good.
Yeah. Anything else for Aethel though? Just stay and put.
I'll move to basically to them because they both have been injured.
All right.
And I'll basically pull out my healer's kit, but I don't expect to get started with anything yet.
That will take us to the glass boy that gets up, reanimates itself. 4 targets all in the same area.
Oh no!
Steps over to Louise with 2 broken glass sword hands, lunging at you with both of them. Getting a 22 and an 18 to hit.
They hit, but I have mirror image.
So, is it do I roll or do you roll? I always forget with mirror image.
I don't think it matters because it just sets a straight roll number.
Do you want to roll or do you want me to roll?
You can roll.
All right.
I trust you.
So, I'm trying to remember which way it works. It's either 10 up fails and then 14 up fails.
The first one, it needs a 6 or higher. So it hits, the first one hits an illusion,
yeah, it works that way.
And the next one's an 8 or higher. And I got a 12 and 12. So you have 1 illusion left as it stabs into your illusions.
You lost your backup dancers.
Oh,
We are still grooving.
Just
wait
oops.
a second. Interesting. No, it hits you with both of them. It has blind sight.
Oh,
It sees through your illusions.
didn't see that coming.
Unfortunately, as the illusions kind of stand in the way, it goes and dodges under him and stabs down right into you as you take 8 points of slashing damage, unfortunately.
Is that from both of them together?
Yeah. 2 and
How
6.
much? 2 and alright, so 8. I do not like these things.
That'll take us to Dr. Jellybean. Actually, it will... Let's see if it gets its light back. No, it doesn't. Dr. Jellybean, what you doing?
I said, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, I'm gonna... Well, knowing what Aethel just said about blunt damage, Firebolt is not that. I'm gonna try to magic missile it. See if that was. I don't know.
All right.
I know.
Roll me your magic missiles as darts shoot out around.
So when you'll hear like the high-pitched noise of like it firing up, like that sound of like
Whirring almost.
kind of like a high pitch, like and then it just goes pew pew pew.
I would love it if your kiwi actually said pew pew pew.
Yeah, it says pew pew pew.
Pew pew pew. That's not that.
It's magnifying gravity, which is a great spell. I love that spell.
So sorry, that's not that at all. It's an M, all right, close enough.
Yeah, you just went down alphabetically by one.
Mm-hmm. So for 5, and then one more.
One more.
For a total of 8 points of force damage. It starts to shatter. Little bits of glass fall to the ground, or crystal. Anything else for the doctor?
That'll be it for me.
All right, taking us to Louise.
Can I whack him with my horn?
Absolutely, you can do an improvised weapon attack. Just roll me a d20 plus your strength modifier.
You're trying to blood him.
10.
10
Oh well,
is going to be.
No, it's 10.
It is going to be a miss, unfortunately, as you try to whack with your horn, and it just kind of expertly dodges out of the way.
I hate when an audience does not like what you're putting down.
Tough crowd,
They really are a tough crowd. I do not like these individuals. They don't even have ears. What is that?
That'll be my turn.
All right, taking us to Oblate.
All right, I'm gonna run on up, leading off with a just gonna uppercut this this crystalline being
Straight up punch.
right to the chin.
Good thing you got all the wrappings.
Yep.
Mhm.
It does look like it's crumbling pretty bad. 14's gonna hit it. With 13 points of bludgeoning damage as it shatters to the ground, as all of the crystal beings that you see around you kind of like add to the crystal kind of crystallized air in this space, as it's not getting back up from that.
Nice.
With the proverbial dust unsettled.
After finishing our dust up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those guys definitely were not here last time,
Mhm.
The new,
so that's a new thing.
new in town.
Interesting.
Hey, Luis, are you hurt?
Tis only a flesh wound.
Okay.
But, yes, I do not like these creatures or whatever they are.
There's some kind of crystal person thing construct.
We've run into some type of crystal beings before, right? Tobias and Oblate, kind of in the cube. Remember?
Yeah, they were like ice lightning.
They weren't exactly like these guys, but they were crystal beings.
Crystal and lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A cube.
Oh
The-
yeah.
So a cube is a six-sided object, typically all the same.
Right, we went inside of the cube. The Frizzler
Yeah,
cube?
there was a cube. It was in space, and we went in there, and it was not a very hospitable environment. Let me tell you.
Aethel and Louise, both give me a history check.
0. Hey, I'll get my inspiration.
All right, you
back.
get your inspiration.
Heck yeah.
Aethel, you have heard of a frizzling cube in the system. Not very well informed about it. there was a planetoid called the Frizzling Cube. Or there is, to your knowledge. Louise, mention of the Frizzling Cube. A very dangerous, unexplained cube called Frizzling because it is freezing and electrified at the same time. Excursions have gone there. None have ever returned.
I've heard of such a cube. And you're saying that you were at this cube and you lived to tell the tale.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's where we found our ship, the Cupcake, and that's why it got all smashed up. We were trying to leave the cube.
The cube was imploding.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cube's,
We left
the
it.
cube's no more anymore.
Oh,
My
I
friend,
must hear this tale.
My mentor, my former teacher, Hilda, she was there. We were trying to find her, and she went through a portal, right? To like another dimension, I don't know. And then the cube started to implode upon itself. We had to get out of there. Yeah.
Well, perhaps after your Tressum picks us up, we can have more of the story, yes?
We can tell you all
Definitely.
about how we crash landed and everything. We'll tell you the whole story.
I will be all ears.
Anyway, I'm going to look around. I'm going to go into this tent.
Fair enough. Going into the tent, you can see crystallized remains of just little bits, not people, but crystallized remains of someone's living space, essentially. You can see like plates, cooking pot, some bags, all kind of covered with this crystal, or rather turned crystallized. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Sure.
$17. You would notice
Is what it says.
kind of between some spaces of like the bedding and like crates inside. Looks to be remnants of a tunnel made of crystal, like a crystallized filled tunnel that is no longer like serviceable, but like a small, maybe 4 foot wide tunnel that was once there. It's just kind of like encased in this crystal and tightened to the point of maybe like a couple of inches passageway.
And the hair folk are small. Like,
They range in sizes. They can be small or medium.
Sure.
Jar Jar
This
was
is-
big hair folk.
Oh. Yeah.
Jer.
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 Ugh. Tragic.
Does it look like it'd be big enough? Like if it didn't have all this crystal, I would have been able to go through it.
Possibly.
Like
It would have been a tight fit, but yeah, possibly.
I'm gonna come back outside.
All right.
There's a crystallized hole in there, and a bunch of crystallized items.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As you
Is my detect magic still going?
you didn't take any damage. Yeah, absolutely, it's still going.
All right, I'm still detecting magic.
Yeah. Say as you guys are kind of regrouping after the battle, Aethel checking out and telling you about what was inside the tent. That'll be a good spot to end tonight, as you started to peer into what remains of the refugees' warren. And yeah, we'll pick up there next week on the Astral Avenue. Wow. Well, I wonder what they're going to do next. You wonder what they're going to do next? Judy sure does. And if you're like Judy, you can like and subscribe and watch the next episode of The Astral Avenue. Thanks for watching.